Do y'all remember that UFO egg debacle? Like, it was all over News Nation. The alleged confirmed crash retrieval, alleged confirmed. Come on now. Whatever happened to that? I feel like it happened and then we just kind of brushed it over as other UFO sightings started happening and the UFO New Jersey drone incident. And then everyone forgot about the egg. Now I've put together the original video I made for it, plus the follow-up where we got confirmation. What's crazy to me is that after that, we didn't get any information. So take a look to jog your memory and ask yourself, what the hell happened to this confirmed UFO crash retrieval? Y'all, UFO disclosure is finally happening. I can't believe this. Ross Coulthart right now is live on News Nation on television, showcasing the clearest UFO footage and image we've ever gotten. And y'all, I got my hands on it. Thanks to the incredible Thomas Fessler, you're going to be able to see the clearest image of a UFO we've ever. It's crash retrieval. Government crash retrieval video from within the helicopter from the whistleblower who's saying everything live right now, showing his face, not giving a crap with Ross Coulthart. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out, y'all. This could be it. And I'm going to cut it and give some commentary in between so it doesn't get taken down. But y'all, smash like, subscribe, and comment below what you think about this.
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP.
Now that UFO is clearly egg-shaped, and you're seeing the helicopter has it on a sling that's like a harness, and the thing looks so smooth. Like there are no seams. Like you can't see technology of any kind. You already see it casting a shadow. Like this is insane.
Suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is. No markings at all, and no visible means of propulsion or way to see inside.
Y'all, I can't believe we're seeing this. We're seeing government retrieval video of a UFO. And just like Ross said, this thing was seamless. You could not look inside. There was no means of propulsion. Yet this thing is zipping around in the sky. That's bananas. And he said it's 20 feet long, which is just crazy. I mean, I can't believe this is happening. This is actually really exciting. I didn't know what this video was going to be. I thought it was going to be blurry. But y'all, look at this image of a UFO.
Watch how it rolls, almost graceful as it hits the ground, despite being wrapped in the ropes and canvas from the cradle as it's dropped for pickup. The UAP's final destination still unknown.
I think I'm still in shock. Wow. And then right now I'm going to get back to it because the interview is still happening and I'm still watching it. Thanks to Thomas. Put you guys on. Make sure you check it out. And I want to see what else he says. Right now I got to the part where the whistleblower said that he then felt possessed by this like positive force that he thought could be like God, but it was feminine.
So as I get closer to this pick site, I start feeling odd. I start feeling extremely emotional. And the closer I get, the more the emotion starts to overwhelm me. I feel this intense hybrid of sadness and happiness and beauty and song. And it was very disruptive to me because I had a very practical responsibility at the time to operate a helicopter in the mountains at night. And I began wondering what was wrong with me. It was late. Am I distressed? Am I tired? I don't know. But as I came over this object for the pick, there was this overwhelming sense of emotion.
Is it your feeling? Are you suddenly having a mental breakdown on the job?
No, I felt like something connected with me. I felt like something had tuned in to me and my soul and was providing me some sense of guidance on what to do and how profound what I was doing was. And it was so overwhelming that I began to cry. And then I'm confused as to why I'm crying at the same time. And then do I abort the mission? So I just did my best to focus on my particular cues when doing this type of work, and I got the load hooked up and I began flying away. And once it was just me and that object in between the pick and the drop site, there's about 20 miles in between, I felt like something was inside of me. I felt like I was possessed by the most beautiful spirit I'd ever been possessed by. And
was it loving?
It was loving. But there was a sense of sadness at the same time. And
had you ever had an experience like this before?
No, it was a very feminine energy, I'll tell you that. It felt like the spirit of God, but not in any masculine sense.
It's just, I understand now too why they say like religion, like how this could affect, like this is bananas, guys. And even with all that spiritual energy and emotion flowing through him, he still continued to his work and was actually carrying, or I guess transporting, another craft, one that they call Akon. We don't have a video of that one, at least not just yet. But he goes a little bit into detail on what he was doing. Bro, I'm still flabbergasted. Take a look.
Well,
There's two objects that I'm here to talk about. One was the egg. The other is what we called an 8-gon. The 8-gon was essentially a flying disc with what looked like 8 delineated sections when looking down. And I can tell you what it looked like from looking down because that's primarily how I saw it, because I'm a helicopter pilot. We did recoveries with the 8-gons. There was more than one that made its way to the ground on this particular operation.
So like you handle this egg thing and then you have this spiritual journey and then you're like, well no, I'm still gonna do the octocraft or whatever it is. Like what, I mean, I guess it's okay. I understand because the spiritual journey aspect of it that he went through did seem positive. He said that it felt loving, but there was a hint of sadness. That hint of sadness is what scared me a little bit, but it did seem more positive. He even said that he experienced it like giving guidance, which, in my opinion, does bode well. So the thing is, we have, okay, this kind thing, but then the spiritual conflict because of the, religion in the world, and then this egg shake craft that I hope is a craft and not an actual egg, because what's in a 20-foot long egg? I don't know. I don't know. Wow. I'm just like I said, the interview is still ongoing and I'm still watching it. I'm a little giddy because I'm just surprised this is happening. We talk about it a lot, but I feel like sometimes it's a lot of fluff. And I'm updating the video as I'm watching the interview, which you can probably tell because it's just so cool and it's happening in real time. Please, in the comments, sound up. I want to hear what you think. What do you think about the UFO? What do you think about the spiritual aspect? What do you think about the fact that we're finally seeing this? I feel like this is forcing the government's hand. Like, bitch, you're gonna have to show us what's going on. In the comments, I saw some people that were upset that the image wasn't clear enough, that it actually wasn't a clear UFO. It was too grainy. And I feel like maybe that's because the video was cropped, and at the time, we didn't have the actual footage. So we were watching someone that was live streaming the event. So that was already compressed. And to live stream that event, they had to mirror a recording from a television through a capture device. So you can only imagine the amount of compression and detail lost in the video. Luckily, a high definition version of this video has been released with some News Nation clips. So I want to showcase to you guys the actual UFO footage that was introduced by News Nation in its full resolution, and hopefully you get a better idea and understanding of what exactly we're looking at, because y'all, this is huge. It's literally a UFO that crashed being retrieved by the government in a military helicopter, and we have video of it. It was nighttime, so it's night vision, so that's always going to look, green and a little weird, but it's a clear video of a UFO. So here's the better version. Again, sound off in the comments. What do you think about this?
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is. No markings at all, and no visible means of propulsion or way to see inside. Watch how it rolls, almost graceful as it hits the ground, despite being wrapped in the ropes and canvas from the cradle as it's dropped for pickup. The UAP's final destination still unknown.
I don't know about y'all, but I'll say it again. That is absolutely bananas. And it may not be huge. We didn't see the inside of the craft. We didn't see the NHI, but they talked about the NHI and how they did make the craft. And that is an what is it? Not planetary, it's outer planetary craft here on Earth. And we are studying it and we are seeing it. And maybe this is that drip feed, drip down disclosure. We're not going to get everything at once, but this is the beginning because it's more than we've ever gotten before. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe somebody can upscale it and get more details. Check out that compilation and those paranormal videos right there.